Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the UMPs here at Lincoln. Ran a really good time in practice. Hopefully we could try to keep fast here, at least get in the sixes. I'm hoping for qualifying tracks a little bit more worn out than it was in the beginning. If you're wondering why I have my sleeve rolled up, I just got a tattoo yesterday from like when I'm recording this, so I'm trying not to make my shirt stick to it and everything. But we'll see what we can do here. I like Lincoln a lot just because it's a tough track, but it causes a lot of wrecks here. Like, people cause a lot of wrecks here. But trying to keep it pretty low all the way around. You could be aggressive on throttle for the exit. I let off a little bit on the straights to try not to spin our tires too much. And just trying to keep it the forward drive, really. The front stretch, you can definitely hold the throttle a little bit more. Slid up way too hard there in 1 and 2, but first lap was pretty good. I got a 6. That's what I was hoping for, because I knew the track slowed down a little bit. And so far we have the pole, which is awesome. And second to us in practice is third right now. Ran a 9:30 the second lap, but we slid up a lot in 1 and 2, so I figured that lap would be slower. But very happy about that lap. Hopefully we can try to hold on to the pole here. And we haven't ran the UMPs all season yet, so you can see like the new scheme. We got like a very shiny red with the black on it. I like it a lot. It looks really clean. Very simple car overall. But hopefully we can try to hold on to that lead here for the heat races and try to go on to the feature race in the pole as well. All right, we're getting rolling here now. We held on to the pole, which is awesome. Hopefully we can win our heat, start on pole for the feature race. I do imagine the outer lanes will come into play once we get to the feature. Don't know how early or anything, because I haven't ran too much on this track. I love running the bottom here, especially in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, I could run the outside more, but 1 and 2 is tough on the outside for me, but it usually doesn't get too slicked off, like right along that inside wall, and you could still find a good bit of speed down there. So I'm hoping we could do that in the feature and run a little bit better than some of these guys like that. But needed to try to get a good jump here, and it's 8 laps, 8 quick laps. I think it's 30 laps in the feature. 16 people in the lobby total, but I think everybody makes it to the feature straight through the heats. I don't think we have to have a consolation race, so that's pretty nice.
Big deep breath, but nice and smooth here. That's fun.
But we had a pretty good time in qualifying compared to everybody else, so I'm hoping we'll still be pretty fast here in the race. It looks like the entry to 3 and 4 is starting to get pretty slicked off as well. So it's going to be interesting. But this green flag does come out early, so I'm going to try to get a jump on it.
Green flag.
Got a really good jump there. Try not to slide up too bad like we did in qualifying. Try to keep it low, because if you can get the car straightened out for the exit of that, it's really nice. Might need to use a little bit of brake coming in so we don't slide up too much. That might be very useful right now. It'll probably come in very handy in the feature as well. Already got like a second lead over them behind us. And just trying to be nice and smooth on throttle. Just don't hit the inside wall. I did that plenty of times in practice. I think on a very fresh track, I can run down to like a 1. That's what I got to like in the practice before the race session. Ken threw like a slider line there, and he lost a ton of time in 3 and 4. I slid up way too far there, and that wasn't great. We're at a 761 though, so that's not a bad time. But I do think those outer lanes will come into play in the feature for sure. They will definitely become pretty fast. Yeah, you can see how slow we were that lap from sliding up too much in 1 and 2. And the main reason for like the not full throttle on the straights, it seems like the back stretch is really bumpy, so you could just be spinning your tires a bunch on the back stretch, and then on the front stretch I'm just trying not to spin them too much. It's a pretty flat front stretch, so I don't think it's as big of a problem, but also just for the feature, saving tires wise and stuff, so you don't wear out the right rear as much. We got nearly a 2-second lead, so really I just need to not hit the wall and we'll be fine. 8 cars in the pits, so, or 8th place is in the pits, sorry. I don't know what number he was, but 8th place is in the pits. He actually is the 8 car, never mind. So they might have gotten in a wreck or something. We've hit 16 flat twice. How did you do that? Honestly, like, how do we hit 16 flat twice? That's kind of impressive. Like, it's not a super fast lap, but it's an impressive, like, lap time, as in, like, just hitting 16 exactly. Last lap was a 9:37, which is nice and solid, but we had a good lead over everybody.
Well done, buddy.
Able to win by 1.5 there, which was really nice. Very happy about that. Hopefully we could have a good feature race. I think Ken might have been slightly quicker than us there at the end, though. I want to see. We were running 16s and a couple 8s and 9s. And at the end of that, Ken was running 9s, and he ran a 16-1 on the last lap. But he was a little bit more consistent with the 9s than we were, but he was slower in the beginning for sure. But we got heat number 2 coming on here. Got the 14 car of Chevy in the lead. So we'll watch heat number 2 here, see how they do. Hopefully they can keep it quite clean. I don't know what happened to the 8 car. I'm not really going to go back and look, though. But we'll see what happens here. I hit camera. Oh no, I'm messing everything up. All right, I think we're good. Yeah, I found the buttons to hit everything now. Shift V and control, or Shift V and just V to go forward and back. Found it. I haven't done it in a while, I feel like, because we haven't seen a whole lot of heat racing recently. But Chevy needs to get a good jump out front, hopefully for himself, and try to pull away like we did. We'll see. Try to compare his lap times to ours a little bit. Track's gonna be a little bit more worn out than ours was. I think the bottom will still be dominant for a little bit in the feature, which is a 30 lap feature. Okay, good to know. There are cautions though, so I imagine we'll probably get a decent bit of cautions. Chevy in the number 4 car. See if he gets a good jump. The 13's not really side by side with him. He needs to roll up to get side by side with him, or he's just gonna be left in the mud. He decides to really not roll up. Oh, he does last second and hits the leader as soon as he goes, so he had to back off. He might actually have a black flag for passing them. I wouldn't be shocked.
Second there, you're an idiot.
He ran straight into the leader, so that really screwed his line up to get a good jump. He tried to get like a rolling start there. Oh, they're wrecking back here almost. Keep it straight. Oh, and they're going down and just wrecking. So yeah, they're out of it for the heat. Don't know exactly why he dropped to the bottom like that to get out the car, but he just kept getting hit and then he got out anyways. But battle for the top 3 here. We'll see what happens between them, because the last 2 guys are pretty... Oh, 13 ran into the back of the 117. Good save by the 117. Luckily the 13 didn't stay in throttle and just spin him out. Chevy's running that bottom lane. 13's trying to work a little bit higher of a lane. The 117 kind of working a middle. Ran bottom there, but he was working a little bit more middle in 1 and 2. 13's really trying to wheel it back there, staying on throttle. You can see him just losing time back there, though. It's not super fast. You don't want to be super sideways in these things. You want to try to keep them as straight as you can. They go high in 3 and 4. 117's real sideways there. Chevy's pulling away now. 13 car trying to catch back up to the 117. I feel like a good cut down line in 1 and 2 is very fast. That's worked for me really well here. So I imagine I'll be using that a little bit in the feature. Going in like a little high, not super high, and then trying to cut down the exit of turn 2. As long as nobody's on the inside of us, we should be good to go there. What lap are they on? They're on lap 7. Top 3 staying single file. Everybody else is pretty spread out back here anyways. Yeah, all these guys are pretty spread out besides the top 3. Top 3 are in a league of their own in this heat race. Really top 2. The 13's starting to fall off. If the 13 continues driving like that, though, in the feature, his right rear tire is going to be blown off this thing by the end of it. Not necessarily exact, like all the way blown off, but he's going to be falling back late in the race probably by wearing out his tires too much. 117 went super straight in that corner, but they are finished. So we're going into the feature race. We are starting on pole, which I'm really excited about. Hopefully we can get a good jump here and try to pull away with it. And hopefully we don't get too many cautions. I feel like might have a caution fest, honestly. And we're rolling off here for the feature. The 8 car missed the start, so he is in the pits. That's unfortunate for him. He needs a quick caution to not go a lap down. He's probably hoping for that. But we just need to get a solid jump like we did in our heat race, and I think we'll be sitting decent. Just try not to burn up the tires too bad and make sure we're in the fastest line, because 3 and 4 is getting some slickness here in the middle, but I feel like you can still run lower than that.
Hey, Missler.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm digging the YouTubes.
I appreciate it, man.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day
Race
long.
with Ken a lot,
Good feeling
so
about today, guys.
that's pretty cool.
Just a quick reminder, you do have an in-car camera.
I always recognize his name because we raced him so much.
Get it up to
We're
about
always pretty
halfway, now we can
close
start
in
to worry
number
about
too,
things.
I believe.
Pace cars off. Be ready.
But hopefully we can get a good jump here. Chevy trying to get out in front of us. Not gonna allow that to happen. And we're gonna go. About as early as we did last time. But the green flag literally came out just as we started going too, so it was gonna come out very soon. So I didn't want to be left sitting there when the green flag came out. Try to stick to the bottom lane the best we can without getting too sideways. I think I want to kind of go high and up, and we get a caution. I was going to try like the high to cut down line in 1 and 2 because it does seem like it is quite slick down there, but might be able to actually the 8 car come. Oh, the 2 car. Ken, no, Ken's dead in the pits. No, that's unfortunate. I need to go back and after the race and see what happened to him, but he's now in 14th place. That's very unfortunate. But got a couple caution laps here. Bring you back for the restart. All right, another restart here. Our first real restart. We had the initial start of the race, and this is the first restart per se. But it sounds like the 7 car got into Ken when he got the wall. It sounded like the inside wall maybe, because that inside wall is terrifying going into turn 1 a lot of the time. So got to be careful with that for sure.
Remember what our goals are for the day. It's important.
Try not to spin the tires too bad. Got a little bit more of an early start because didn't want to go around the same time. I think I need to be more aggressive on the exit. And caution's already out again. Turn 1. It looks like from 5th on back almost because I see the top 4 of us here.
Whoever I got into there,
And-
my screen stuttered. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
rip.
Didn't
That's
mean it.
unfortunate. But it looked like it was around 5th or so because I see the top 4 up here, and then after that, they're gone. So another restart to go.
Have to come around. One to go.
All right, lap 3. There's already been 2 cautions. Hopefully, we can get some green flag racing here. Because I don't know how we are on speed, honestly, and where the fast lines are. I'm still thinking it's just bottom right now, but who 100% knows?
Cars off. Be ready. Do your thing, boss.
Like a higher line in 3 and 4 might be good, or a cut down in both corners. Something like that could work, honestly, I feel like. So I'm not 100% sure. And, okay, and we just get...
Caution, caution.
It's my bad.
Fuck is a goddamn
Yeah,
caution
we
for?
just got wrecked off the start, so that's lovely.
For these flash crashes, I've had no idea what's going on.
Blood free.
All right.
That was a great restart there. So now we're in the back.
All right,
Lovely.
buddy. Line up. Remember this.
All right, now we're on the outside lane. Who actually has the lead? Oh, Chevy actually has the lead out of that. That's crazy.
Keep your eyes
And-
on your job. Everything will work out just perfectly.
I don't know where the 3 cars behind me. That got into me, so at least he's behind me.
You're gonna be on the outside, but you might
But
know
that
better
was
time.
a lovely restart. Now we're back here in the Hornet's Nest with everybody. That's just gonna wreck. So
Man, this thing
that's
gets boring.
great.
We're
It looks like we're about
gonna
10th now, going from 1st to 10th, and we didn't even do anything wrong. And these guys aren't going. Gas pedals on the right, guys. I don't know if the guy on my inside got a black flag, and there's already a caution. That's lovely. I think the guy stopped on the front stretch and got out the car, so that was dumb. But I think we
This is gonna
got
be a long race.
2 spots out of that at least. We're up to 8th.
Hopefully we get some green laps in here.
Yeah, I wish.
We're gonna hit this time limit real quick.
Yeah, we are. We have 22 and a half minutes left. We've had 4 cautions in 4 laps. That's kind of ridiculous. We had 2 cautions on the same lap, honestly. And this has just been the worst race I've ever been in, like been a part of. We were out front for the beginning of it. We definitely were the quickest to start with, so hopefully we can try to get back up there. Oh, 2 sideways on the start. Oh, 13 starting to come up, but I was a little low. They're wrecking into turn 1. Oh, yep, 13 is stopped, and we have nowhere to go. That's lovely. This is why nobody races this track, because nobody knows how to drive on it. So just caution after caution after caution. We have as many cautions as we do laps right now, so that is quite awful. All right, we went in, got some damage fixed, had like 37 seconds, got pretty much all of it fixed. Just because we're going to be in the back anyways, so might as well try to get the car fixed if we're going to be back here anyways. Had a black flag because we pitted under closed pit because it didn't want to open on the pacing, so that's fine. Just came out before the guys with us, so we started in front of them at least. And let's hope nobody wrecks here going into turn 1. No, the 13's already trying to get himself wrecked. Let's just roll the bottom. Somehow we got a 2X. The 13's around, and instead of gaining like 3 spots there off of turn 2, that guy's stuck in the wall now, I think. Oh no, he's fine. Oh no, I think he went straight to the pits, didn't he? I don't know. This is a freaking mess of a race. Okay, we're back on the outside. I was kind of hoping we were on the inside because I feel like everybody just slides up, and like we passed so many people there on the bottom, but then people wrecked immediately, so we didn't get any of those spots. But I feel like we could have a shot still if we get back to the front. Honestly, I really do feel like we could have a shot at this. Don't know how the car feels, honestly, because we've been in a couple wrecks. Not super massive, but the car's been damaged for sure a little. Got to be aggressive on the restarts. I think we got 1 spot at the line. Just try to stick bottom because people are just going to spin their tires and slide up right now. Try not to get in the 6 there. Oh my god, we made it a lap. It's a miracle. Holy shit. It's been the worst racing I've ever seen, honestly. I have a black flag? How? Or why? I didn't even pass before that start-finish line. Like, I was behind the guy I started behind. It doesn't say what I have a black flag for. I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense. We're up to 5th, though. We hit a 16.146. I'm in traffic, hit a 161. So we definitely still are fast. We're 3 wide. Don't know if the 2 on the other outside knew. 6 car is sliding up quite a bit there in the middle of the corner. Just gonna slow down into turn 1. Oh, he went to go cut under us. I was just trying to hold the bottom just in case. Just in case he was gonna stay in the middle, but oh, I got sideways there. That was an awful exit. But the bottom in turn 1 is still fast if you hit it right, 100%. And I think 3 and 4 can be as long as you run it clean. Yeah, we got the spot at the line there. We're up to 3rd. If the caution were to come out, we would have a shot at the lead at least. Don't know what our black flag is, unless that's still from us pitting under caution, but I don't think it was. I feel like it was off that last restart, but we didn't do anything bad off that last restart. Like, I was 3 wide at the line for sure, but I was behind the guy that I started behind 100%. So I don't know why I have a black flag, honestly. Trying not to slide up into the 11 there. Trying to keep it respectful since it's been such a bad... Well, I try to keep it respectful all the time, but it's been such a bad race. We need some green flag racing. But he's ripping that outside. I am too high there, but I should have a good exit here. Able to pretty much stay side by side with him. He was pulling slightly, which would still make sense. Guy behind me got the inside wall, it sounds like. Oh, that was actually him on the outside. Let's get to the line. Be up in 2nd now. And we're like nearly 2 seconds behind Chevy now. Somehow made it all the way back up to 2nd. I knew we were fast for sure. Now we just have to run a clean race, try to get up to him. I just don't know what this black flag is for. So we might have a post-race penalty, honestly. And that would be unfortunate for sure. And we might lose some spots if it's a pretty bad post-race penalty, but I don't think it will be. Because I've seen like 10 seconds, I've seen 2 seconds, and I feel like we still could stay 2nd place with a 2-second penalty out of this race, and unless we get like a late race caution. Oh, he did a 5? We ran a 2 there. We're definitely faster than Chevy right now. I'm hoping he's been burning up his tires. I've been getting through traffic, and I don't even think I've been burning up my tires that bad. Just using the brake to try to turn. But I honestly don't think we could win this race just because of the black flag. But I'm hoping we could pull away from the guys behind us enough to still stay 2nd. That's my goal. But I would love to be able to get up and catch Chevy here and get around him clean. even though he was partly why we were in the back in the first place. Like, we definitely shouldn't have a black flag. We shouldn't have lost first place ever because there were just constant cautions, and we had control of the lead and just got dumped off of a restart that we didn't even get to restart. So we by far are the fastest car on track. Like, there is no doubt about that to me. We just got to not screw it up and hit a wall. Might have screwed it up by getting a black flag anyways, but like, Chevy's running straight through the slick there. That is not the smartest thing to do. He's probably killing his tires trying to be in the middle of the slick, hitting that gas. We're very close to that inside wall there. Just trying to push the best we can without losing the car traction too much. But we're 100% catching him. That was a 499. He did a 663, so yeah, we're definitely faster than them. We're 2 seconds ahead of Ronald now, which he started in the back, I'm pretty sure, because he didn't, or he started in the back for his heat race at least. I know that. I think it was an R heat race because he didn't get a qualifying time because he lost connection. But just trying to keep it way inside so our tires keep that traction the whole time. Are coming up to some lap cars, which I do not want to see get in a wreck. Massive run off the corner there. Need to just keep it nice and straight. We should be able to get him off of turn 2, I feel like. That was a slow lap because we're battling with him. We can't slide out to the wall or anything. He's definitely going hard into the corner, I could hear. Because when I got off throttle, he was still on throttle. Oh, we slid too high there. Not what we wanted, but he slid very high. A little too much throttle there on the exit, but got to the lead at least. Slowed down way too much in that corner. Oh, it's white flag time. Wow. That happened very quick. Try to run this outside lane. Try to keep the run off the corner. Just run this outside lane. Keep the momentum. Technically, we won the race. Very happy about that.
Good race. Awesome.
Yeah, you might have gotten the win, though, because apparently I have a black flag, and I don't know what for, so we'll see. But good race. But hell yeah, we technically got the win. Don't know if it's going to hold up or not is the only problem, but we will see. I think, I really hope it's not a bad black flag, because if it's only 2 seconds, we got third. And where did we go? We finished 10th? Are you kidding me? Why did I get a black flag? For what? 15 seconds for entering a closed pit? I got 15 seconds for entering a closed pit earlier. Wow. That's stupid. That is the dumbest thing I have ever seen. I'm so mad about that. Like, they don't open the pits under pacing. They keep closing them every single time. So, that's another race I got screwed out of. That's super unfortunate. Definitely was the fastest car on track. Shouldn't have even had to go to the pits because we got wrecked immediately. I think it was lap 3. No, I never got wheel damage. I pitted earlier when I was in the very back, but the pits never open. They stay closed all the time when you're coming around to it. And it said 15 seconds for a post-race for entering a closed pit. I had like 30 seconds earlier. That was it. Well, apparently we shouldn't have ever pitted, to be fair, I guess. So that really sucks. I just need to go see where I got dumped. There was too many incidents to go through to see everything that was happening. But literally, this restart was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Second place goes, hits me. Third place goes, hits me. I literally hit the gas as I got hit there and then just ran over. So that's super unfortunate. Never got wheel damage. And, oh, that sucks, Oliver. That's unfortunate for sure. It was the 13 car. Yeah, I saw their front right pretty crinkled up from the start. Or from when we were back there with them, so that really blows. I'll go back and see some of the incidents that happened in the race because there was just way too many. I just want to see why some of these wrecks happen in the beginning. Like the 15 car in the wall there. Everybody's clean turn 1. I think we might have finished this. Oh no, the 2 car got the wall there and then got hit. Yeah, that they were saying that oh, he flipped them. But Ken did stay on the lead lap, I believe. Did he stay in the race later? Yeah, he got 5th out of that overall, technically. But damn, that is the worst thing I've ever seen. 9 car coming out of the pits. Off this restart, what was the wreck? Guy coming down the track hit the 15. And then they probably wrecked going into turn 1. 13 got clipped there by the 3 and then nailed. And then, oh, he overcorrected. I think the 13 would have been all right if he didn't turn way back right like that. Like, he just held it right and then it gripped and went all the way around. So that sucks. But man, I'm so mad. How do we have a 15-second penalty for entering a closed pit? I thought entering a closed pit was like end of the line for the next restart, which we were. We were at the end. Oh my God, what is going on there? It literally was under caution and that guy just came to a dead stop. And then we got ran over here for this one. Like, we didn't even get a lap in. We didn't even get to start the next lap and there was immediately a caution. But awful, just completely awful. But we should have not just been in that position in the first place. Like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And we came back and still technically won the race. So that is ridiculous. At least we had a green flag run there at the end. Yeah, this is when everybody wrecked. I ended up getting in it because they started all the way up there. So I was checking up for that. And then the 13 slid into it and spun out. Had nowhere to go. So I had some like front end damage, I knew. And this is where we pit because we're all the way in the back anyways. We're literally at the very end. But there was 3 of us. Look, he entered with me. That's what I'm so confused about. Ken literally entered it with me. Still finished 5th. So I don't understand why I have a 15 race post-race penalty. Because that's the only time I went to the pits. We went in and then we came out. And we restarted at the end of the line in the single file line because we all pitted. But like, how do I get a 15-second penalty out of that when I pitted behind Ken? That's what I don't understand at all. It makes 0 sense. Tony still came back, got 3rd. So yeah, we just got screwed out of that race 100%. And then it went green for a long time. Well, the 13 spun out here. And then, because he got sideways. I got barely into him with the... He like got sideways for some reason. Oh yeah, he got into the 15 there. That's what happened. He slid up. He blinked, got into the 15. I thought he was going to get spun and then came back down the track. I tapped him, but he sent it off into the corner, spun out. And then it was green from then on out. Literally lap 6 to the end, it was green. And we were flying. We were so fast. We ran a 15.9. We were definitely the fastest car on track. We got all the way back up to the lead, which was crazy. Right there at the end. We chased down Chevy, got by him clean. And he started getting by us on the bottom there on the last lap. I slid up. Oh, I got the wall there a little bit going into the last lap, which I didn't realize it was the last lap until it started popping up there. But we held that outside really well still, and it definitely came in some. I feel like that middle lane could work really well, but that bottom was just so dominant if you ran it right, it seemed like. So I was happy with that. What was our last lap time? It was, oh, it said 32 seconds because of our penalty. So yeah, that really sucks, and that's really stupid. We finished 10th technically out of that, but we really won that race, so that really sucks for us. And gonna lose a ton of iRating for no good reason, unfortunately. All right, lost another 77 out of that race, so that's lovely. We should have had 2 wins back to back, the dirt street stocks and these. Should have had 2 wins back to back. Instead, lap car on lap 24 of 25 in the street stocks gets super sideways in front of me. We run into him, go to 5th because there was only like 8 people in the race anyways. 5 people were on the lead lap. That was 6th place. I was trying to lap there at the end, but I wasn't even trying to lap him. But it looked like he was going low. He swerved back high, got sideways in the corner, and we had nowhere to go. And so we finished 5th there, lost 60, and we should have won. And then this one, we led the beginning and then got wrecked and then worked our way all the way back up there, won the race, and then had a 15-second penalty for entering a closed pit when both the 2 and the 4 also entered the same closed pit. So I don't understand that at all. And we finished 10th with a 15-second penalty. So that absolutely screwed us over. We were the fastest car on track by far, and lost a total of like 137 now in 2 races for no good reason, being the car number 1 in both of them. So very unfortunate for us. It was the only split, which made a lot of sense for 16 cars and how bad the racing was. It was that was atrocious, but I got just completely screwed over there in multiple ways. So it is what it is. We'll move on, try to gain it back, and appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless, because we had a hell of a run there back to the front, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.